Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. It's Paulie Esther here, and today Dead by Daylight put out their June developer update. Where's the June roadmap? We never got the June roadmap. I guess we're not getting it. I don't know. The June developer update is here. Killer updates, perk changes, quality of life improvements, and map variations. All right, let's go check it out. We can read about this either on Reddit or the forums. Reddit is a dangerous land. I'm going to the forums. Let's see what they have to tell us. Okay, here we are. June developer update written today, or updated today anyway. Let's see. In the 8.1 update approaches, read on as we divulge all the major changes making their way to the game, including updates to killers, perk changes, and quality of life improvements, and more. The Knight, a medium update. New, added the ability to manually swap between guards. Developer note, each guard has a specialty, so we've added the ability to choose the right guard for each situation. This will provide a nice boost in the power and quality of life. I wonder if it's going to be like how you choose Vecna's spells to pick the guards, like what that mechanic's going to look like. New, patrol paths must be at least 10 meters in length. Added a multiplier to guard hunt time based on path length. Longer paths increase hunt time up to a maximum of 1.5 times the normal duration. And when the knight is within 8 meters of his guard, the guard's hunt timer depletes 3 times faster. So if they're side by side, the guard isn't going to stick around as long. Developer note, dropping a guard at your feet in a loop is often the best choice, but it leaves little counterplay for the survivor. We've added incentives for longer paths and improved counterplay when someone is being chased by both the knight and his guard at the same time. That's interesting. Okay, what else have we got here? Reduced the Carnifex's hunt time to 12 seconds from 24 seconds. Increased the jailer's hunt time to 24 seconds. It was 12 seconds. And reduced the Carnifex's banner spawn time to 5 seconds, down from 10 seconds, and increased the jailer's banner spawn time to 10 seconds, up from 5 seconds. The Carnifex was previously the best at both breaking things and keeping survivors occupied, making him the best choice for multiple scenarios. We've swapped these hunt times and their associated banner spawn times around, making the jailer the specialist for patrolling and chasing the longest. Interesting. Decreased the Carnifex's breaking time to 1.8 seconds, down from 2. Decreased the assassin's breaking time to 5 seconds, down from 6. Decreased jailer's breaking time to 5 seconds, down from 6. Increased the Carnifex's detection range to 10 meters, up from 8. Increased assassin's detection range to 10 meters, up from 8. And increased jailer's detection range to 16 meters, up from 14. And updated various add-ons. Map of the Realm and Pillaged Mead were fan favorite add-ons, so we have incorporated some of their effects into the base kit. We've reviewed many of the Knight's add-ons to bring the strongest and weakest add-ons closer together, and that's going to be an interesting change for him. All right, we also have some changes for Larry, the Singularity. New, taking control of a biopod will now cause it to aim at the nearest survivor within line of sight. After a quarter of a second, targeting progress now decays over the next half a second. When controlling a biopod, survivor now only glow if they can be targeted. Interesting. Decrease the biopod targeting cooldown after slipstreaming a survivor to 3 seconds. Improved UI when using biopods and when shooting with the killer. Developer note, the Singularity can be hard to learn, but deadly when mastered, so we've made some adjustments to make targeting survivors with biopods easier. These changes won't have a significant effect on those who have already mastered the Singularity. New, added the ability to destroy the currently controlled biopod. The killer can now hear audio by default when controlling a biopod. Some quality of life improvements, biopods now have audio without needing the add-on, and you can now destroy a biopod from a distance as long as it's not disabled. Interesting. The killer now receives Killer Instinct when a survivor is slipstreamed, and the last controlled biopod has its aura revealed in yellow for 10 seconds. It was 5 seconds. Switching between biopods and the Singularity can be disorienting. You ain't kidding. So we've made some changes to help players get their bearings and find targets. New, the Singularity gains 3% haste while in overclock mode. Everything's haste. Overclock's duration no longer scales with the number of slipstream survivors. Okay. Increased overclock's base duration to 5.7 seconds, an additional second from previous. Stuns caused by perks such as head-on blast mine during overclock will now cause overheat. The Soma Family photo add-on was much loved, so we've added part of its effect to the base kit. To simplify overclock, we have removed the scaling duration and bumped up the time to 5.7 seconds. New, added an aim assist effect to shooting a slipstream survivor. Increased an aim assist when creating biopods. When attempting to teleport to a survivor or place a biopod, a slight change could cause your shot to miss or become an invalid spot for a biopod, causing it to do nothing. We have improved the aim assist to linger slightly longer on the last valid place for slipstream survivor. New, passive EMP at supply cases is now limited to 97%. The remaining progress must be done manually by a survivor. Dang it, we gotta finger our own boxes now. They're not just gonna open up when the EMP is ready. We gotta finish it off. Alright. Supply cases that have reached the passive printing limit now have their auras revealed in yellow. So survivors will see the ones that are ready to be completed. Disabled biopods will pulse shortly after they are reactivated. Shortly before they are reactivated. Okay, I see. So it will have like a warning that they're ready to come back online. Decreased the aura reading range of supply cases to 28 meters, down from 32 meters. Decreased the range of EMPs to 8 meters, down from 10 meters. Ooh. Decreased immunity to slipstream after using an EMP to a third of a second, down from 2 seconds. EMPs are an essential tool for playing against the Singularity, but they can be too plentiful at times, making it hard for the killer to use their power. Survivors will now need to spend a little more time to acquire EMPs, and they won't be protected from further slipstreams after using one. Oh boy. We've added new VFX to biopods to let survivors know when a pod has been disabled and is about to reactivate. Let's see here. Reduce the time it takes to switch back to the Singularity to half a second, down from 1 second. Reduce the time it takes to switch back to the Singularity when near a hook survivor to 1.5 seconds. It was 5 seconds. Since the introduction of the anti-face cam system, this penalty became a little redundant, as staying near a hook survivor now carried its own risks. We've reduced this penalty, though accessing biopods next to a hook survivor still may not be ideal. We also have reduced the base wake-up time to make swapping back to the Singularity feel more responsive. And another change is updated various add-ons. We have reviewed the Singularity's add-ons, giving some new effects and balance tweaks to others. I'm not going to lie, and this may be controversial, but I personally would rather play against a Skull Merchant than a Singularity. I really don't enjoy playing against the Singularity. So seeing all of these buffs and changes, and the idea that we're going to see more Singularities does not warm my heart. All right, let's go into the perks here now. Darkness Revealed. Increase the aura reveal duration to up to 8 seconds. Increased from 5 seconds. With a longer duration, it will be easier to take advantage of the aura reveal and allow this perk to be used more aggressively in a chase. I'm all ears. Reduce the cooldown to 30 seconds, down from 40 seconds. I'm all ears can be very useful, but currently it has a fairly long cooldown, and we've reduced the cooldown so the perk comes into play more often. Trail of Torment reduced the cooldown to 30 seconds, down from 60 seconds. Trail of Torment similarly has a long cooldown. We've reduced this as well to allow its effect to happen more often. So that gets that perk a little more in line with Unforeseen, right? Oppression. Reduce the cooldown to 40 seconds, down from 80 seconds. That's, wow, impressive. Oppression had a very long cooldown, so we cut it in half. It is quite a long cooldown on Oppression. It's true. Dragon's Grip. Reduce the cooldown to 40 seconds. Wow, that one's cut in half too. This is not a copy-paste error. We've done the exact same thing for Dragon's Grip. So that's the thing. If you kick the gen and the survivor comes back to it, they're going to be exposed, right? Machine Learning. Increase the duration to 60 seconds, up from 30 seconds. Developer note, getting machine learning to activate can be tricky, so we've extended its duration to help the killer get value out of it when it does. So this is the one where killer kicks the generator, and then when it's completed, they get undetectable for 30 seconds. So now they're going to have undetectable for 60 seconds? Oh my, all right. Autodidact. Decreased the starting skill check penalty to negative 15%. Up from negative 25%. Developer note, Autodidact can become very strong with some luck later in the match, but the large penalty often means it'll do more harm than good. We've toned down this penalty to make it a little more consistent and improve its strength once you've built up your tokens. Honestly, I don't like this change because one of the good things about losing 25% of your healing progress was that it would be more likely you would get another skill check. I find that if you don't want to get skill checks, run Autodidact. It's so hard to get a skill check. Honestly, I would prefer if they had made it so that you have an increased chance of getting skill checks when using this perk, because it becomes quite difficult to build up your tokens. And if I'm going to heal people faster while using this perk because they have reduced the healing penalty, then that's going to be fewer opportunities for me to get skill checks, fewer opportunities for me to get tokens. I don't know. We'll see what happens there, but I would prefer if it had an increased chance for skill checks, which allowed me to get tokens more quickly. Anyway, Empathic Connection. Increase the healing speed bonus to 30%, up from 10%. That's significant. Empathic Connection is great for showing injured survivors where you are, but the healing speed bonus is a bit low. We've increased the speed at which you heal others to 30%. Okay, I like that. Iron Will. Grunts of pain are reduced by 100%, up from 75%. Wow. That's the way it used to be, and they nerfed it. They brought it back. Holy cow. Iron Will was one of the most popular perks when it had 100% reduction of sounds. Iron Will already makes survivors fairly quiet, but even the slightest noise can give away your position. We have increased the effects of the perk and reduced the gap between tiers to make lower tiers more useful. That is an incredible change. Wow. I don't know if that's going to stay in. Like, there was a reason why they nerfed this. It was such a powerful perk, and now it's back the way it was. Okay, we'll see what happens. I see you. Resurgence. Increased healing granted after being unhooked to 70%, up from 50. Okay. Resurgence is currently a little weak, and since it can only activate twice per match, we have increased the healing it grants. So this is when you come off the hook, you're already partially healed. It would be like you're halfway healed when you come off the hook. Now you're going to be up to 70% healed when you come off the hook. That's pretty good. Solidarity. Increased healing conversion rate to 70%. Oh, so these both got 70% changes here. Solidarity can be a little tricky to use, requiring you to be injured and find another survivor to heal. We've increased the conversion rate to make it more impactful when it comes into play. So this is when you're hurt and you heal someone else, you also get some of that healing for you. So if you healed somebody up to 100%, you would be 50% healed by doing so. Now you're going to be 70% healed by doing so. Babysitter. Increase the duration of the haste and pools of blood hiding to 30 seconds, up from 8 seconds. That's a big change. Babysitter's duration was low, causing it to not provide much value before it ran out. We've extended its duration significantly to make it more impactful. Hook respawn. Hooks that a survivor has been sacrificed on will repair themselves after 60 seconds. Okay. With hooks remaining permanently broken, it could create some dead zones where it was impossible to get a survivor to a hook before they could wiggle free. Agreed. And, you know, survivors with good heads on their shoulder would know where those dead zones are, and it would cause, like, you know, okay, the killer's just going to have to bleed you out then because they can't get you to a hook. Now when a survivor is sacrificed on hook, it will automatically be repaired after 60 seconds. Interesting. Map variants, medium update. Added layout variations to the Yamaoka estate maps. Ah, wow. Added layout variations to the Mount Ormond resort map. Oh, I can't wait to see those. We've added new possible layouts for each of these 3 maps. 3 maps. Oh, because there's 2 Yamaoka estate variations. I got you. While the layout of these variants are different, they'll include the same iconic features, landmarks, decorations, and similar size to the originals. Huh, I can't wait to see what those look like. I like when they do map variations. Until next time, the Dead by Daylight team. Okay, so that's what we got for you here. What do you think about all these changes? Let me know what you think here. I like that they're trying to make a lot more perks viable, get some changes in the mix. I'm kind of scared of the Singularity stuff, and the night things, it should be interesting. I want to see what that's going to be like here with the changes if the knights running side by side with the guard. They're trying to like corner you and coming at you with a 2-pronged attack. Interested to see what that's like now. All right, so they haven't given, I didn't see a formal announcement when this stuff is going to be tested, but normally when they give us these kind of blog posts, you can generally count on that the testing grounds, the public test build for these updates will be the week to follow. So I would expect that sometime next week, there is going to be a public test build to see all of these changes. And I would assume we're also going to have the identity of our epitome of a true survivor new character for the mid-chapter update revealed in whatever public test build this will come in as well, right? So we'll have more than just this to see. We'll be able to explore whatever the new character is. So whenever that does come out, I'll be live streaming it over there on Twitch. So I'd love to see you over there. And at the same time, if you haven't earned your most recent Twitch drops, you can get those by watching when I play the new content. So stay tuned for that. I'll make an announcement whenever that is happening and we're doing that. But that's all I have for you today. As always, thank you so very much for watching. I appreciate the time that you spend here with me on my channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe as it helps the channel a ton. Very curious always to hear what you think about all these changes. What's the biggest thing here for you? Is it the Iron Will reversal? That is for me. But I'm always curious to hear your thoughts. And as always, don't forget to take care of each other in and out of the fog. And we'll see you next time. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye. It's a Gen Rush life for us. It's a Gen Rush life for us. Set a hiding, we do gens. Set a randoms, we got friends. It's a Gen Rush life.